early 1950s, Pan Am was synonymous with international air travel in very luxurious, well-appointed prop planes. And it really brought the world closer together. But in 1958, Pan Am was the first airline to introduce the Boeing 707 jetliner. And it was a revolution. It changed the way people traveled. Now you had literally brought the jet age to the masses. And you could travel faster, more efficiently, you could carry more payload. And that was really the inspiration for the 707 series of bags that we created. So now people are working out of coffee shops, taking teleconferences in their cars, working at the airport. So the 707 series really looked at the way people travel today versus how they traveled before. In the 707 series, we have 3 bags that really make up the core. We have the Double Agent, we have the Tarmac, and we have the Sky Bag. And they're 3 very unique bags with 3 distinct different uses. The Double Agent was probably the most fun I've had with the design team. We got to ask each other questions about how do you travel, how do you use this bag, how would you use this bag? And we came up with all these fun features to store the things that people have in these everyday situations. There's a lot of tech devices out there, and we have most of them, and we have to carry them all the time. So the Double Agent was a great bag for that. Some of the most unique features on the Double Agent bag center around usability. And when you're wearing the bag across your body, you want to be able to access what's in this pocket. And that's why the zipper is actually orientated from the top. And so you have what you need right where you need it. You open this up, and this is where this bag really comes alive. You have your passport pocket, which doesn't extend all the way across the body of the bag. It's conveniently located so you don't lose what you have in there. You'll see that there's a spot for most of your tech needs right there. You have your tablet, and you have this cool little ejector tab. So you pull the tab, and now your smartphone's exactly where you need it, in your hand. You also have some spots for some of your more analog things, such as your business cards, pens, and pencils. So you notice on the top of the bag that the grab-and-go handles are integrated to the top rather than protruding. And this is to create a sleek, streamlined outer shape while still being functional. So you can grab this down from an overhead compartment or pull it closer to you at your local coffee house. Now, once you're inside the bag, you really start to see where this bag excels. You can access your laptop device simply and efficiently. And you notice on the back of the bag, you actually have your grab-and-go files. But if you unzip the bottom, it actually slips over your wheelie, over your luggage. And now it becomes a very, very usable bag, especially when you're commuting to a train to get to your plane. And that's what people really need to understand is how much design went into these bags to make their life just a little bit easier. The Tarmac's a very unique bag. It really accommodates the same amount of cargo as the Double Agent. It just does it in a much different way. It's a little bit more cavernous inside, a little sleeker design outside, less overall pockets, but the capacity's there. So it's still designed very efficiently. While you're wearing the bag across the body, you're accessing the first pocket from the top. So this is a great feature, and you can carry a tech device in that pocket. Once you're inside the bag, again, that capacity really comes to life. You start housing all of the items that you're gonna have to bring with you anyhow. And you have a nice pocket here that doesn't go all the way down, so you don't lose what you're looking for. Then you have your key fob, which is great. And that's, anytime you're coming home from a long trip, you're looking for your keys, this is where you're gonna find them. If you turn the bag around, the same feature applies to this and the Double Agent bag, is you have the ability to go over your wheelie bag. And on the bottom, you have another hidden compartment where you can keep maybe another cellular device, your passport, things that are kind of close to you. And that was what was so unique about the Tarmac bag, is the ability to house all the things that we put into the Double Agent, but just do it in a different way. And it's a sleek design, and it's that bag design for somebody that is really on the go. That grab and go, fast-paced lifestyle is exactly what that bag accommodates. And then you go down to the Sky Bag with its very sleek shape, very aerodynamic, but it's much larger. It's kind of like your jumbo jet, or a cargo airliner, where you can throw a lot of objects in there that are a little bit bigger in mass, but there's not so many compartments to take up space. It's actually inspired by overhead compartments. It's kind of tapered on both ends, and it gives it a unique shape. And underneath you have this stitching, this big pattern that's a section of the Pan Am globe. So it kind of speaks back to Pan Am's history as well. When you wear the bag, the strap is actually positioned cross-body, and that's so we don't have any transfer of load while you're carrying the bag. So it makes it a very stable bag to travel with. The two outer pockets are horizontal along the body of the bag, so they actually provide a lot of space. They just provide it a different way, so there's one on each side, and those are great because you can access things that you need instantly. Now once you're inside the bag, you have the space you need for everything, but you still have some organization. There's an inside linear pocket that provides the same essential storage as the outside pockets, but a little bit more private. There's a key fob, and there's also a nice basis where you have some rigidity in the bag because there is a padded bottom liner. So when that slips in, your bag really takes form and holds that form. One of the congruent threads that you'll see throughout the entire collection is the material. And the material choice was so important for us because it not only had to be light, but it had to be durable. And that's why we chose a woven polytextile, because we just wanted to make sure that we covered all of our bases, and it's a great material choice for the 707 bag collection. You'll notice some very interesting colors within this bag series. We have our regulation orange, which was inspired by the aviation industry and safety. And the other two colors are stone white and our navy. They really are Pan Am colors. It's just more of a mature color palette. So again, it marks that next step, maybe that evolution in color trending for our company, and we got to see that iconic blue and white in a different view. It really has been a revolution for Pan Am as well. It's kind of that next chapter in our story.